Welcome back to the channel. I'm out for another overnight car camp, but here we are in the van. This is my bed. I haven't really shown this much, and I've got these thermal window blinds, and what they are is that in the summer, you see over there in that one, there's a black one on the window. In the summer you want the silver outside facing the sun to divert, and in the winter you want it on the inside to keep your heat in, because I don't have any heat source in this motor. There's no night heater or anything, so temperature's going to drop down to about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius. So tonight I'm in my goose duvet, so I should be alright. I've got a permission. I'm on my permission now. This is a friend's land, and he's let me come and do night here, and it's on access to the woods, so I'm really pleased and fortunate I've got someone that will let me come and use their land. So it is a wild camp, but it's on a permission. As you can see, the front windows are all got the insulator in them as well, so you can't see through. And when I use the back, I've got to clear the back out and put it all in the front, because I've got no room, because obviously it's a small van. So there's a lot of stuff I'm not using in the front at the moment. But hopefully these reflectors will work really well. I'm hoping to get a really good warm night. But that's my setup anyway. It's a bed, and that's all you really need. I mean, if you want a bigger van, great. I mean, I'd love a bigger van, but I would be restricted on where I go with it, because this you can get away with, park it anywhere, because it's a car. So that's why I went with this. Get some cooking on, because I'm hungry, I haven't eaten yet. And it is, I'm sure it's getting on for 3:30. 20 past 3. Been chatting, so I think everyone is going to do something else now. They've all left the area, but they're coming back. So let's get some cooking going. I'm going to set up the Trangia. I'll just flick the triangle out first. I've got a windshield with this. I like to have a little windshield with my triangles. I mean, I'm out of the wind, I'm down behind a bank here, but you just don't know, do you, what it's going to do, so it's best to carry it. I don't know how long when I last used this, quite a while ago. Which means I've got to go and find some fuel, because there probably isn't much in each of these burners. The reason I've got two is I'm doing meatballs and spaghetti, so I need 2 burners. Right, those burners are full now. I've just put some fuel into them. So let's see what we've got in the fuel in the food bag. I found my bag after all these months. So we have some meatballs, which I'm looking forward to actually. Got a bottle of oil, it's olive oil extra virgin, and this one's going to be a kicker. It's a Carolina Reaper hot pepper sauce. Some cherry tomatoes, and I'll make the sauce with those. Spices. So there's some blackened Cajun, one of my favourite spices. Ground black pepper, I ground today. Salt. Italian seasoning, one of my favourite seasonings. An onion. 3 white mushrooms, garlic, but I'm only using a bit of the garlic, it's just that I brought the whole bulb, and some spaghetti which I snapped in half, which I might be re-snapping again into half so it fits in the pan. And that's it. That's all that's in the bag. Let's get this prepped. I'm going to snap it in the bag so I don't go everywhere. Oh, easy. It's completely ripped the bag apart. I normally reuse these bags, but now I've just jacked a big hole in that one. I don't know how much noise you're getting for ambient noise because it is windy. Like I say, it just keeps on raining. It hasn't rained now for a few minutes, but it started again earlier. I don't think I'm going to need the whole onion, but I am hungry, I don't know. I think I'll cut this up fine, and then the other piece I'll cut thick, because that'll be quite nice. I like to have it different. Sometimes I have both, sometimes I do one or the other. Depends how I feel. And we're going to cut this one into thicker pieces. And that's that. These mushrooms are clean, so I'm not going to peel them. I'm just going to cut them up. Slice and dice. They are quite big, but that's how I like it. It's definitely fresh. So if you only cut it halfway down, well just over halfway, and then peel it, you'll get the skin off, because it just breaks off from the root. Not too bad. So they've got some really nice looking cows. I don't know if they're Shetland or something, but they're quite shaggy. They've got horns. So we're going to have a look, see if I can find them. I've already met the dog. He's been wandering around, sniffing. Might see her if she's a girl. Might see her again. Right, so it turns out I can't find the spatula, so I'm going to have to make another one. Ugh, that's annoying. It's going to be a big chunk in so I can get it properly made, but I need it now, so let's just see what we can come up with. Probably going to end up firing this all into my frying pan, as usual. I don't know where it is. I was sure it was in the car, but I'm wrong, because it isn't. So I'm going to carve down this as much as I can, make sure I've got it to a point where I feel that it'll make a good spatula. Then I will try and split it. Well, I don't need all this. What I don't want probably is this piece on the side. Which is that piece I've just smashed off. This will turn into a nice spatula. I think it's oak. Because most of the wood he's got is oak. All I want to do though is get off the outer stuff, so when I put it in my food I know that the inner wood's good. There's that mad dog again. Look. It just roams about. Anyway, let's go back. It's set into a cooking video, into making a spatula, because I can't cook with, it has to be wood. Update on the spatula. It's a square block, but I'm going to carve at it still. I've only been messing with it for a few minutes. I started this at the time I found out I didn't have one. Because I might as well get something cooked. But I'm going to still carve at this. Just to get it so I can hold it in my hand without it being a square block and hurting me. I shouldn't be doing this towards my pans, it goes in them. I think I used this knife to make the last one I had. Well, not had, I've still got, I just don't know where it is. It is a sharp knife though. Right, I've just been chatting to the landowner and whittling out my new spatula. This is beech. I've been looking at it in the grain as I was doing it. It's definitely got beech marks in it, so yeah, same as the other one, that was beech. We're in a predominant beech area, even though I thought it was oak originally because there's a lot of oak here. But it's beech, so now I'm going to try and get on with the cooking. I've done the spaghetti, that's cooked, it's just under there to keep warm. I did it while I was doing this, I don't know if you saw it on camera. But let's get on with the cooking. The wind's come now. Hence why I've got a windshield. That's still warm, but it didn't go cold. This isn't hot, but I'm getting it in. It's getting late, I'm getting hungry. This will dry out because I haven't got a lid. It's nice to keep your moisture. I'm going to get some salt on that. It's blowing all over me. Some black Cajun seasoning. Putting this in early, I normally put it in when I'm cooking, but to be honest, I'm over it. I just want to eat now. Italian seasoning. And some ground black pepper. It's coming up lovely, that flame's big now. I'm going to break up this onion. That does look like it sounds like it's going to have some rain coming. Not what I need, is it? Hopefully it won't be coming sideways. And it will protect me under the shelter. But there's gusts of 30-mile-an-hour winds today. Lucky I'm down below the spank. Well, the spatula's working, it's a bit thick. But then if you've got a fat hands like me, you can hold it, can't you? I make them so they fit in there. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I make my spatulas fit in this pocket here. I will probably whittle that down more, but it will fit in there. If the weather holds off, which I'm hoping it will, I'm alright. I think I'll be on a good one here. We've got the windshield, so we're not losing too much heat. Because the thing about the triangle, it says it's got a built-in lower windshield. Yeah, okay, but between the pan and the actual burner there's nothing, so you need something. Unless you've got a sheltered area where you set it up. And I like to cook on a table. I mean, if I was on the ground I'd put it behind a tree and then I'd have it so the wind's blowing towards the back of the tree, then I'd be good. So my spatula must be at home. I've gone through the bag, it's not in there. I used it, the last time I used it, I made the chicken curry, not chicken curry, the tofu curry. And I wouldn't just leave it laying around in the van, but I think it was with the Trangia. I took the Trangia up to the house. I think I took it up there to just clean it a bit better. I did wash it up, but I like to go in thoroughly clean it. And then I must have left the spatula because it's not here, and I didn't see it at home, so I must have put it away. It is what it is. At least I didn't forget the meatballs. I'll tell you what, I nearly left without the meatballs. I had it in my mind all the time to make a meatball and spaghetti, spag bowl, and I forgot the meatballs. And I thought I've got everything but the meatballs. What am I doing? This smells lovely. Shame we haven't got smell-o-vision. But the only way you're going to smell it is to get out there and start doing it, making your own. And then you will smell it. It's just lovely. Absolutely gorgeous aroma. Anyone that smells this cooking wouldn't say, oh, I don't want any. It's beautiful. We're getting to the point now where it's going to start drying out and starts not sticking with a non-stick, but it'll burn. I don't know how far I want that to burn, so no, I'm happy. I'm going to get some tomatoes in it now. You hear the sizzle? That's because it's got all that fluid in it now. Lovely. This will reduce, and it looks like it's full up because it is, but it will reduce. I like to have a lid on most things because with a lid you can save all your steam that's coming out, and it goes back in and it creates like a little mini pressure cooker, and it just reduce, stay hydrated. Because if this starts to dry out, I've got to put water in it. I don't want to do it, but you have to. It's already reducing. It's quite reduced actually. It's only been about 5 minutes because I've got a good heat under there. But when you're doing a full open burn on Trangias, you need to keep checking your fuel if it's a long cook, because it will go out and you won't notice it until you stop hearing it sizzling. And that could be quite a, could be a couple of minutes because you ain't noticing it all the time. So you just need to keep on checking. I'm getting low. We've got quite a little sauce building up now. I'm squeezing these tomatoes and they're breaking down easily. So this is coming on really nice. Right, I'm putting them all in. I'm going greedy, boy. I'm going to go to Greedy Town today. I don't care. Greedy Town. Let's see if we can bring this back to life. Starting to thicken now, this sauce. But when it thickens, it's more prone to burning. When it's a lot more of a fluid, you don't get the burning. Give you a tip on these bottles: when you finish filling, if you just do this with it, any fluid that stays in the spout will go back in the bottle. Because if you just tighten them up without doing that, it runs out into your bag or wherever you're putting it. I do love the triangle. I just love it as a mini cooker. But you should invest in a windshield if you're getting one. I say if you're getting one, nobody's getting one at the moment, are they? Apparently they're rare. Nobody can find them. just moved. Triangles out. Get out. There's a lot. And I'm hungry, I don't care, I'm gonna eat it. I didn't bring any cheese to sprinkle on it because I thought that would just be a little bit too much. That's a meal for a king. So I suppose we better do the taste test. I know I've tasted it, but I haven't really tasted the meatball, have I? So let's do a taste test. Even though I've tasted it, I haven't tasted the meatball. I need a fork. I don't know why I've got a spoon. Stop using your fingers. Yeah, pretty nice. Oh, it's hot. It's got a kick. It's got a kick. I like it. Trangia. You can't beat them. You can't beat a Trangia. Compact. Versatile. Windshield built in. Perfect. You can cook a proper meal. Not some heating up noodles and whatever people do. It ain't for that. It's for cooking. If you haven't got one, think about getting one if you're interested in cooking. I'll put links in the description. Batten down some of this. It's just not what I want. We've got to get the fire started, so I need to batten some wood. The reason I'm burning this wood and not the proper trunks and that is because he sells that. So I can't burn it unless I pay for it. This is only the kindling to get it going then. So I've started looking at getting the fire going. I've built myself a little, I can't remember what it's called now, but you basically like Jenga bits together. I'm going to show that in the middle, pour some meths on it. I haven't got a lot of meths left. Let that soak in a bit. get a little bit on there because I'm going to like this. I'll put my hand in there, that's for sure. Then step back. It's not very volatile meth, but it will go up. I should, I hope, go. If it doesn't, you'll be getting more meths. It's caught quite nicely. Get some heat off it anyway. That'll just burn down and collapse. And then I'll start putting on some wood, but I'm not chucking it on. I'm not a pyro. It'll go on slowly and burn long. Plus, I don't get the sparks from this. This is very, very tame. Whereas you can see, it's not throwing out anything. That's burnt down quite a bit now. If you haven't got any meths or anything to get it going, you can always put a little bit of vegetable oil on or whatever, virgin olive oil, it all burns. And an oil like that burns slower. So you get a really nice but slow burn. Keep it going. Because the paper just wicks it. That's all you need, you know. It's just a lovely little fire. And you can sit around that and everyone's going to get the heat. Controlled as well. Nothing better than bush box TV. Looking into the TV of the bush, the old fireplace. Lovely. Good morning. It's 9:10. Slept well. Rained at about, I don't know, 2:45. I think I woke up with the rain, and then it stopped. Then it come really heavy about 3:30. So that was enjoyable. It was loud, but it was nice. Oh, gotta get up. So yeah, what a great evening I've had. Looking forward to the day. Comfortable bed. So I hope you can see me all right. And I will catch you on the next one. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell icon to future videos. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.